Happy Thursday. How you doing? I had a little bit of time before I head off to the VTH. Well, I survived yesterday's drive-by pork chopping. No more attempted attacks this morning, so I think I'm okay. No worries. You know, I've said before, Sanford only drags people down to his level fucking around with junk. You know, he'll never elevate anyone to a level of, you know, building anything of any quality, of any worth, of any value. Then again, like I say on here, it's not about quality. Fucking here. Not about quality of anything. It's just quantity of pumping shit out to get views to make money, you know. I guess there's two new cronies now. Is that Dr. Doolittle and who the fuck's that other guy? Can't think of his name right now. Oh, Captain Kangaroo. Dr. Doolittle and Captain Kangaroo, a couple of guys that were kind of, especially Captain Kangaroo was doing nice things, and now he's got these guys fucking around with old beat up fucking trucks and shit, and you know. There's two new best buddies in the world that he'll leech fucking content from. You know, and use them for all their fucking worth the way he does for everyone else. And they're stupid enough to go along with it. They get what they deserve. Trying to drum up interest now, and I guess the Power Tour is coming up. He said he's going to be taking a Charger. He will be behind the wheel of his Charger in the Power Tour. It's 2 months away, 3 months away? See what happens when the time comes. It'll be, oh, gee, another excuse with the car. Or he'll be thinking about ways, well, how can I do this without hoping to get, you know, stopped by a cop and get arrested again for driving without a license. For all you know, that thing don't even have a VIN tag on it. If it does, it's probably from another fucking car he swapped out. Hey, a lot can happen out on the road, far away from his little safety zone, you know, near his home, in his shop. You know, he could be stopped and somebody fucking plows into him. Bang, cop shows up. The way his cars break down, he could be broken down the side of the fucking road. A cop pulls up. Hey, everything okay here? You got a license, registration? What? No license, no registration? Illegal tags on this car? Clink, clink. Off to the can, and the tow truck has the fucking car impounded, you know. So, you know what's funny about this guy? He rubs this bullshit right in his pickle sniffers' faces, and they eat it up. I went and watched it. Somebody told me, so Brian, you gotta watch this. So I went and I watched it. See, when I do something, I say I do it. So when they tell me, you know, you need to see it. Me telling you about it, like, I hear about 80% of, you know, that's all I need to know. You know, I'm okay with just hearing about it. There are some things where they say, you have to see this. So I watch. He's there with, they got some old fucked up truck. I guess was Captain Kangaroo's got some old fucked up Mopar station wagon. He's going to take in the Power Tour. Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this Power Tour supposed to be some kind of hot rods? You know what I mean? Not fucking shit they're pulling out of junkyards. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know I saw something recently come up. I went on Google to look up something. I had to get a phone number for Xfinity. I had a call about something going on. And I saw it come up in one of the articles. Hot Rod Power Tours coming up, and they're showing, you know, cool cars and in the promo, you know, artist illustration of things. And they're taking fucking junk. You know? He says he's taking a Charger. He's taking a Charger. Unless he's going to try to find the fucking driver. Again. Maybe as the time gets closer, he'll be worried more and more about getting fucking locked up again in case something happens out on the road. Where police need to be involved one way or another. See what happens when the time comes, if he even makes it. I got a feeling there'll be another problem with the car last minute, like last time. Oh, I didn't realize I had this problem with this car. Like you said, oh, I've had this car 10 years and never had any of these problems. Yeah, the thing was sitting there fucking parked for 10 fucking years. Of course you don't drive it, you don't use it, you don't know what the fuck's wrong with it. Of course everything was fucked up with that car from day one. It was pulled out of a fucking flood. Oh, man. Then he's talking about that old fucked up pickup truck from a junkyard. He said, well, I'm thinking I'll build a Hemi to put in the truck for Dr. Dolittle. And then within a New York minute, better yet, just leave the engine that's in it. And here's where he rubs his fucking pickle sniffer's faces right in this bullshit. Real smug, he says, oh, you know what, better yet. And he's drawing things like stick people with dollar bills in their hand and shit. Dr. Dolittle's got all the money. He's got all this, And I will do as little as possible and just make videos so I can make money off it. I know it sounds funny, but you know what's even funnier? It's fucking truth. That's all he'll do. He'll do nothing. He'll shoot videos of them doing shit. He'll yak here and there, put it up on his channel and hope to make a few bucks off it. Let's see what happens when this power tour comes along. Unfucking believable. But yeah, he took these two guys that, from what I understood in the beginning, they had a little bit of credibility based on what they were doing with some decent vehicles. Now he's drugged them down to his fucking junkyard level. And now he's turned these two guys into a laughing stock, just like himself. Don't you people learn, when you get involved with Sanford, nothing good comes from it. Nothing good comes from getting involved with Sanford. Look at all his past friendships. What happened? Look at how he fucked them all over big time. Used them for content. Like with Luna, left them on the bag. Left him holding the bag for $5 grand in expenses. And you know what I mean? This is what this guy is. He's a fucking dirtbag. A con man, a scammer. Calling him a third-rate hack mechanic is giving him a fucking compliment. Sanford couldn't hold a job at fucking Goodyear or Firestone Service Center for a week doing oil changes and brake jobs. Replacing mufflers and shocks. He'd get fired for being lazy, incompetent. He couldn't work at any reputable... Maybe that's why his whole life he never was involved in any auto mechanics. I know I rehashed this, but it's worth rehashing. Big-time car guy. Hot rod, nitro guy. Coffee shop, hookah bar, potting and flipping junk cars and motorcycles. Magazine that failed after the first 3 issues. Gets run out of New York. He had issues coming at him from every direction. Gets his license revoked for life. Even lost his pizza delivery boy job once he lost his license, No company that has anyone driving, even an auto parts store. A lot of them around there, they'll deliver to you, their drivers they have. Oh, no, you don't have a license. You're not going to work there, Just a simple garage. You're going to drive customers' cars into the fucking bay from the parking lot and drive them out, test drive them. Okay, now it's all set. He couldn't work at any fucking garage, any reputable garage. Unless down there in this parts, Hicks and the Sticks, Elmo and Zeke's, gas station on the corner might give him a fucking job. Pumping gas, that would be about it. That's all he's qualified for. But yeah, he's dragging these two guys down to his fucking level. This is funny. Anyway, this power tour is going to come along. Let's see what happens, he's trying to bait people. He tries to make a joke out of it, but, and all I have to do is, do as little as possible and make videos and make money off it. He tries to make a joke out of it, but that's the fucking truth. That's all he's going to do. Nothing. Shoot a series of videos over the next couple of months, leading up to this event, hoping that maybe all 3 of them know. That's what a lot of these guys do, man, Unfucking believable. Anyway, I guess that's about it. So, I haven't had any more attempts on my life with frozen pork chops. But I'm keeping an eye out. I'll be aware of what's going on, the people that are out to get me, and the ways and means they will use to try to get me. It gets better all the time, don't it? Okay, I got to get to the VTH in a little bit. Oh, and by the way, Approaching Tangent's back. Approaching Tangent's back. He yacked almost an hour. And he's doing drawings on his whiteboard about CFM and volume. And he's titling his videos about, the MI, Save the Children 318. Do these guys know he's sticking his nose in it? Oh, man, I'm telling you, like I said with Jabba, this guy too. If you doubt that we have a mental health problem in this country, go check out these two fucking guys, man. They're fucking poster boys for dysfunction. I know some people that, unfortunately, I won't even get into it. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of funny, like I said now with Sandy's latest version of this Save the Children 318. It went from completely, oh, and he said he's gonna, that was another thing too. He's starting all fresh. The engine and heads that Sanford sent him, he's sending it back to Sanford. He doesn't want it. Doesn't want anything to do with anything that Sanford sent them to start that project on. He's got his own block, his own heads. They're going to do their own thing. But they need all these other parts, so that's why he's begging for parts. I guess he only has a block. That's about it, and now he needs everybody to fucking give him everything he needs. Hey, pay for it yourself, you stupid motherfucker. You cheap motherfucker. You proud of yourself, fucking begging on here? You proud of yourself, huh? You got kids, you got family? They proud of you for begging on here? Fucking panhandling on here? You making them proud? Yeah? Started out, all completely stock, everything right down to the cast iron 2-barrel with a 2-barrel carburetor. And I was going to port this and port that and, make 318 horsepower. Then we all know what happened in the interim. That idea got scrapped, and oh no, it's never going to happen. So listen, if we're going to, raffle off an engine, why not raffle off something that makes 400 horsepower? You know what I mean? Okay, so now we're going to do, more extensive head porting. Now we're going to throw a 4-barrel intake on it, big 4-barrel Harley, you know what I mean? We're going to cam the fuck out of this thing and get it to make 400 horsepower. Now that's out the fucking window. Now it's back to, well, we got a stock 318. We'll do a little bit to it here and there, head work, 4-barrel. He even wants to put a tunnel ram on it with dual quads. And now his goal is to hopefully get it to make, I think I mentioned this right, didn't I? Hopefully get it to make 275 horse, which is the same, net horsepower rating, of the 344 barrel they put in Dusters and all that. The 6-pack version made 290. No, that's in net. In the old gross horsepower ratings, that was a 310 horse, 4-barrel, and 320 horse 6-pack version. You know what I mean? He's hoping. Wow. That'll get dragged out all year. Come the end of this year, no fucking engine will be built, mark my words, and I don't have fucking ESP. I just have what's called common sense. That's all it takes with these guys. Sometimes common sense, it's not so much a blessing, it's a fucking curse. Because people with common sense, you got to deal with motherfuckers that don't have any fucking common sense. You know what I mean? Are they allowed to breed? And bring more idiots like them into this fucking world? But yeah. I guess that's about it. Well, this 318 is taking a lot of twists and turns. Power tour. He's dragged two guys that once had a little bit of credibility. Now he's turning them into a fucking joke just so I can. They say misery loves company. Junk guy like him loves to be surrounded by other junk guys like him. And to have dumb motherfucker pickle sniffers that he has, that in their eyes he looks great. Any reputable car guy that knows what the fuck they're doing, Sanford's a fucking joke. The sad part is he's turning these two guys into a fucking joke along with him. But for some reason, like I said, I don't have ESP. I think come this time next year, these two guys ain't talking to him either. And he's on to a couple of new fucking victims to drag into his fucking mind. Corrupt and pollute their heads with fucking junk. Turn them into a joke just like him. Okay, now I get to the VTH. Have a great day. Have fun and stay safe.